It's your boy Dungur in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some wonderful news for you guys. Well, if you are an Arsenal fan, of course, if you're a football fan, you're gonna love some news. But more importantly, 2-1 victory over Rapid Vienna, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the Austrian team were looking dang solid yesterday against Arsenal. With every attack, they looked like, oh my god, I don't know. It was such a solid performance from their end, but we came out on top. Of course, we came out on top because the way we played, the way we came back. I think Arsenal did a wonderful job yesterday. But more importantly, in this video, we're going to cover what Mikel Arteta had to say after the game. Well, this is the Indian Gunner channel, and if you are seeking daily Arsenal content, this is the best place to be. Consider subscribing, and more importantly, let's talk about Luis Figo. So Portuguese superstar Luis Figo has become the latest player to reject the calls for a European Super League. He says, what I read about this Super League idea will destroy football as we know it. It's all about greed and keeping the game for a few elite clubs while killing the other clubs and league that fans love. Football should unite. Everyone should oppose it and also oppose it. Okay. Henry Winter tweeted out, fans' backlash against excessive £14.95 cost of pay-per-view continues. Arsenal fans boycotting pay-per-view Premier League game versus Leicester City have donated £6,000 in a day for ISGIV, which supports people in need in Islington in these difficult times. So now when people are actually donating those kind of money towards Islington, towards the community, I'm proud of my fan base, man. They're a class apart, man. It's really great to have them. But moving on, let's talk about the man in the picture, Arsene Wenger, ladies and gentlemen. Well, these are the certain words of Arsene Wenger you would love to hear. He says, the hostility of a section of the fans was unjustified. I felt as if I'd built the training center and stadium myself brick by brick. It was very hard, very brutal. Arsenal was a matter of life and death to me, and without it, there were some very lonely, very painful moments. Love to see it, man. Love to see it when the boss speaks like that. But moving on, well, talking about the boss and wishing him a happy birthday was Mesut Ozil. Now, he actually tweeted out, happy birthday, boss. Thanks for all your trust and support you've given me from my first until your last day at Arsenal FC. Without a doubt, one of the greatest managers in the Premier League history. Always respectful, fair and honest. Wishing you all the best. Hashtag M10. Anything that Mesut Ozil tweets is a taunt on Arsenal. It looks like, my God. Anyways, let's talk about other things. Well, Kia Jurabchian has opened up and he's actually weighed in on the whole Mesut Ozil situation. Now, Jurabchian says, it's just pure stupidity. I think it's the essential role of the agent not just to bring high transfers to clubs, but also where there's a problem to fix it. The role of the agent in this case of Mesut is to ensure he plays. Now, if Mesut Ozil understood that he was not in the plans of Mikel Arteta, why would he want to make sure that there's nothing wrong with him sitting and actually earning his wages? But in my opinion, something is really wrong with the club. But let's see. Talking about more stuff. Well, before going into yesterday's game, well, Thomas Partey's last display in Europa League. In Europe, was in the UCL round of 16 match against Liverpool, where he made 4 tackles, 4 interceptions, 4 clearances, 3 aerial duels, 2 dribbles, completed an Who score rating of 7.9, and what a debut he had. We're going to talk about this as well because, yes, Arteta in his presser says, we knew it would be a difficult match. We made it a bit harder with the goal we conceded. But I really liked the reaction. We played with more purpose and scored 2 good goals. We are delighted to start with a victory. Also, Sam Dean tweeted out, like the look of Elneny and Partey in the Arsenal midfield tonight. Partey is obviously too good for the Europa League, as is Aubameyang. Not a great performance from Arsenal's forward players or from Leno, obviously, but it helps when you can just chuck Aubameyang into the action. And also, Thomas Partey against Rapid Vienna, most passes completed in the opposition half, 50 passes, 5 most tackles won, 4 more aerials won, that is 4, joint most ball recoveries, 8, according to Scorecard. Now, I don't like this, but Mesut Ozil actually came up with this. He actually tweeted out, nice to start with 3 points. Who was your man of the match? My 4 options, hashtag Ya Ganas Ya, Oba, David Luiz, Mohamed Elneny and Thomas Partey. Why is Mesut Ozil doing this? Why is he conducting a poll? All of a sudden, Mesut Ozil is conducting a poll on Twitter. I don't get it. I really don't like it one bit. I don't know. I don't know why is he doing it. Why is he actually trying to come into the limelight? But more importantly, we've already spoken about Mesut Ozil, what he's done. But congratulations to Nicolas Pepe and David Luiz on reaching 50 caps for Arsenal. Yes, it was a wonderful equalizer with a beautiful header by David Luiz. But more importantly, let's talk about the one, the only, Thomas Partey. Well, Arteta has spoken about Ozil's tweet, about congratulatory tweet. He said, "This is what I want from all the players who are not in our squad. I didn't expect anything different from that, so it's good to hear." And also, if you don't know, 4 assists for Bahrain this season so far already. And the moment that you would want to hear about is Arteta has spoken about Thomas Partey. He says, "I think he held the midfield by himself in the second half. When we were a little bit more open and started to take more chances, attacking certain spaces with some players. But I think he was fantastic tonight, and there is much more to come from him." Obviously, of course, we expect him more. But more importantly, Gabriel Magalhaes tweets this out with doping. Yes, doping. I don't get it, but yeah, I think he tried to do something different. But doping was the caption of course, it was written in the image. But more importantly, let's talk about some things. Partey looked really solid, really comfortable. He held the midfield by himself in the second half. Of course, I said that about Partey. But Owen Hargreaves is a big fan of Thomas Partey. He says Thomas Partey had one of the best debuts I've ever seen, honestly. He's ran the whole game, and you can tell he's been playing in the Champions League because it looks too easy for him. And even Stuart McFarlane posted this image on Twitter with the caption, "Good away win for the boss, hashtag Arteta, hashtag Europa League." And about the win, he says, "We knew it would be a difficult match and we made it a little bit harder with a few of the decisions we made and the goal we conceded, which is, if anything, is my fault because I demand those things." And Gabriel Magalhaes posted this image with a caption, "Great to be part of our first win in the Europa League. We recover tonight and go again this weekend. Go Gunners." That's all it wrote. That's all she took. And that's all Gabriel Magalhaes had to say about Arsenal. And when Arsenal tweeted out, "Our number 6, UEL, Gabriel," of course. And even Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang tweeted out with this image, "Good start on the Europa League. Let's go, guys." Of course, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang would be happy for getting all the 3 points against Rapid Vienna. It was tough, but yes, we got it. But more importantly, let's talk about the man of the match, the man of the year. Thomas Partey was named the man of the match. Yes, man of the match of yesterday was Thomas Partey for Arsenal versus Rapid Vienna, and of course, well deserved. Of course, it was really nice. But let's talk about something more. About Partey, Arteta says he needs his teammates around him. It's not about him. We know that with the price that we paid for him and the profile of the player that he is, that he's going to have a lot of people looking at him every single game. And also, Arteta was asked whether he finds it frustrating that there is so much talk about Mesut. He says, "No, I think it's part of the situation we have. When we have big players in this position, it's normal that people want to know and fans want that information, and you have to ask questions." And even David Luiz opened up about the win. He says, "They started the game very well, so I was happy because especially in the second half, we did much better to understand the game. We had the opportunity to play our philosophy, and in the end, the hard work paid off, and we won the game." And talking about playing alongside Gabriel Magalhaes, David Luiz says, "He's a great player, a great friend. I think he's showed already his quality, his personality. So we are trying to do our best for the team." And talking about more stuff, let's talk about Owen Hargreaves talking about Thomas Partey. He says, "I'm definitely excited. I love this guy. 27, 45 million pounds. A lot of money that maybe Arsenal didn't have, but Mikel knows he needs this guy at the heart of this team. He gives them something different. He can do everything. Too strong, too quick, technically good. I think the guy has so much to his game. We've seen the defensive side, which is what he's going to bring. The long-range passing and the shooting from distance to get goals. He's a perfect modern midfield player. Arsenal have got a really good player, but I think this guy is going to improve them and make them a different side." And talking about some other stuff, let's talk about something really, really important. Hector Bellerin and Aubameyang really looked so slick. 4 assists for Hector Bellerin already. It was out of this world performance from him. And of course, that David Luiz had a, well, you always love to say it. But let's talk about the man of the hour, the transfer news of the day, and that is about Felipe Coutinho. Well, did you know Arsenal were really close to sign Felipe Coutinho, but Ronald Koeman blocked move as Barcelona could not sign his replacement. Yes, Arsenal missed out on a deal to sign Felipe Coutinho because Barcelona could not sign his replacement at all. Because of course we all know the Gunners were really close to get a deal, but according to Fabrizio Romano, well, Ronald Koeman pulled the plug. The Catalans' attempts at bringing in new attackers ahead of the new season were hampered by their inability to get Ousmane Dembele off the books. Memphis Depay was lined up as a replacement, but Liverpool and Manchester United did not meet Barcelona's demand for a permanent sale. Furthermore, the winger actually wanted to stay in Spain and is being given a fresh chance in Barcelona. And new boss Koeman has also handed Coutinho another option to play and prove his point for Barcelona. In each of his 4 starts this season, the 28-year-old has bagged a goal and an assist. So I think Koeman recently explained Coutinho's return to form. He says he's a very good player. That's it. He's a player that learned a lot in England, a lot in Bayern Munich. My job as a coach is to get the best out of every player. And that starts by putting them in their position. I think that generates more confidence. All that helps, but it starts with the quality in the player. And Coutinho's a great player. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes this platform every single day twice. So what you got to do is subscribe and hit that bell icon. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe. We are on a mission of reaching, well, 13,000 subscribers. We just need 10 subscribers. Can we have 10 subscribers to reach 13,000? Let's do it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to join in on our live 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, 3 p.m. PST.